Back to the breaking news. We have a name. Merrick Garland will be the nominee put forward by the president in 44 minutes from now. Judge Anna Napolitano with me here in studio, Fox News senior judicial analyst. And morning to you.
Morning, Bill.
You know Merrick Garland personally or professionally?
Professionally. The consummate Washington, D.C. insider who has worked for both Republicans and Democrats. He was a prosecutor in the George H.W. Bush Justice Department, yet he was nominated to the court by President Bill Clinton. And taking off on the great research and background that our colleague Shannon Bream gave us, it's dangerous to appoint somebody to the court who has a 19-year track record, because people that don't like him will find things in there that they disagree with. But I suggest to you that this is not a win for the president. Judge Garland is the most conservative nominee to the Supreme Court by a Democratic president in the modern era, and is put there, in my view, as a nominee to frustrate the process. If he gets on the court, he is not Justice Elena Kagan. He is not Justice Sonia Sotomayor. He does not think about the law the way Barack Obama does. So Barack Obama does not get the opportunity to appoint Antonin Scalia's opposite number. If he does not get on the court, then we're still at a stalemate. So in my view, this is a lose for the president.
So your observation is that the president is challenging Republicans?
My observation is that the president is more interested in the politics of the process, attempting to pry loose Republicans who actually like Judge Garland and agree with him, than the president is interested in his own philosophical legacy on the court, which he has in Justices Sotomayor and Kagan.
19-year history. He has ruled generally how?
We have
center right?
Yes, we have looked at his rulings on the First Amendment, freedom of speech, his rulings on the Fourth Amendment, searches and seizures, his rulings on the relationship between the states and the federal government, and his rulings on whether the court should defer to the decisions of administrative agencies. Almost always on the side of the government. Not what one would expect from a Democrat.
Okay, the president is afforded the nomination.
Yes.
The Senate committee is afforded, by way of the Constitution, the right to take up the nominee or not.
Yes.
What do you believe the Senate Republican committee will do in the judiciary?
I think that when the president speaks in about 45 minutes, he's going to argue that the Senate has a duty and an obligation to evaluate this nominee, and that is not the law. The law in the Constitution is the Senate makes its own rules, it moves at its own pace, and it cannot be told what to do by the president. I think, for better or for worse, and I'm not evaluating the politics, just the constitutionality of it, the Senate will stand firm, and they have the constitutional and legal right to do so. There may be political repercussions to that. The president will attempt to pry loose Republican senators who are running for re-election, who are in tough re-election battles, who don't want to have to defend standing firm as part of their re-election campaigns, and he may succeed there. But the decision whether or not to hear this nomination or whether to give it an up or down vote is not made by the 54 Republicans in the Senate. It's made by one of them.